Here's a guide to getting started with Scoop.it Enterprise. If you have an enterprise account within Scoop.it, you will have access to a secret login page that looks like this. You can get this information from an admin within your account or from your Scoop.it account manager. Once you have access to the subscribe page, you can create an account. Once you sign up for an account, the first thing that you're going to see is a news feed of all the content that your colleagues are sharing. If you're the first person in the space, you won't see any content here yet. So the best way to get started with content is to create a topic. A topic page is a page of content that will exist within Scoop.it, and you can make it private if you'd like, or you can make it public. If you make it private, it can be visible to just you, to a small team, or to every other user in the space. When you create your topic, the first thing that you're going to want to do is give it a title. This can be changed later on, so you don't have to worry about it too much. You also want to give us a keyword to get the search engine started. Basically, when you have a topic page on Scoop.it, you want to make sure it's filled with relevant content. That content can come from 3 different places. It can come from you, if you want to upload documents or create content directly in Scoop.it. It can come from anywhere on the web, or it can come from the Scoop.it suggestion engine. If you already crawl the web quite often and you find some great sources of content on your own, you can use the Scoop.it bookmarklet to share content from any source directly into your Scoop.it topic. Otherwise, let's see what the suggestion engine has for us. So now we've got this blank topic page, and the system is giving us some instructions to get started. So this page has no content on it right now. So let's publish something to get it started. So right now I've got my keyword entered in here, and I've got a few other parameters that are automatically set by the system. We're looking for the freshest content. We're looking for articles, documents, pictures, videos, and social posts from the last 2 months. These can all be changed. You can sort by a different parameter, you can give us a different age limit, and you can also decide if you want a different type of content. So let's say I find an article that's perfect, like this one, Content Marketing and E-commerce. It looks great. I'm going to go ahead and share it to my page. So when you share a third-party article, you have a chance to decide what will get published on your topic page. We automatically pull a title, a picture, and a quote, but you can actually change any of this. If you don't like the picture that we selected, or if you don't like the quote that we selected, you can change those. You can also add your own commentary to the post. You have the option to publish this right now or at a different date and time in the future. I'm going to go ahead and publish it now so we can see it. Alright, so now we've got one piece of content on our topic. I'm going to go ahead and upload a document as well. So I've got a PowerPoint presentation that I would like to share with my team. I'm going to go ahead and upload it. And the great thing about uploading PowerPoints to Scoop.it is that your team could scroll through the PowerPoint directly from your topic page without having to download anything. They can also zoom in and make sure it's readable. So here's a quick preview of what this post will look like. It's got all of my slides. You can also add some commentary to the post if you want to. And again, I'm going to publish it now. Alright, so now we've got 2 pieces of content on our topic. Here's that PowerPoint presentation, and you can see the reader has the option to download this, or they can just scroll through it directly on the topic. They can also zoom in or expand the post. I'm just going to post a few more articles so that I can show you how to create a newsletter. So I'm just going to do this really fast, not bother to change anything. Alright, so now there's about 5 pieces of content on my topic. And so this page is just getting started, but I've already got a few pieces of content, so if I like, I can go ahead and turn this into an email newsletter. To create an email newsletter, click on Newsletter at the top left of your screen. And when you create a newsletter through Scoop.it, the first thing that you're going to want to do is decide which content will go in there. Here's a list of all the content that I've shared so far. And this is actually content from the entire account. So if I've got colleagues who are also publishing content, I can see what they're publishing too, and I can include that in my newsletter just by dragging it over. But if you want to, you can limit it to just the topic that you created, and we'll look only at the posts that you published. So I chose 4 posts. And now I want to make sure I like the appearance of the newsletter. This is our default template. It gives it 2 columns, it's very simple, it's nice and sleek, but you're welcome to change anything you want to change. So I'm going to go ahead and choose a different template. We've got a fair amount of templates that are provided for you, so I'm going to choose this editorialized template. You can also do a lot of customization within the template. So I selected this one. It gives it a nice big picture at the front and then some smaller images later on. But if you like, you can go directly into the HTML and add your own background images, your own headers, your own links, and completely customize this. All right, so if you're ready to send it out, you have a few options for how to do that. Most commonly, people would connect to something like MailChimp to distribute this to an existing list. So if you have MailChimp, you can connect us directly to your MailChimp account. If you're using a different type of newsletter exporter like Constant Contact or Marketo, you can copy-paste the HTML of this newsletter. You can also download it as a zip file and then upload it into that system. Another very common way to export a newsletter is to send it to yourself, which would just appear in your email as a normal email, and then from there you can forward it to a specific list of users within your company. Alright, so that's a pretty simple setup process to create a newsletter. So now let's talk about your topic. The topic page is also very customizable. Right now I have a very basic template, but again, similar to what we did with newsletters, you can customize the template of your topic page as well. So if you like, you can look through our various templates and choose one that's a better fit for you. I'm going to choose this adaptive template. That basically means the size of the scoops will change depending on the size of the reader's screen. And if you want to do some additional editing, you can go directly into the HTML here. Alright, so now I've got a little bit more of a customized template. So another thing you can do within your topic settings is decide the privacy of your page. When you're doing this within an enterprise Scoop.it account, usually you're going to let it be accessible by any other user in the space. So right now I have it visible to all Acme Corp users, which is the fictional company that we're looking at here. You can also make it public, so that means anyone that finds a link to this page can get there. That can be used for social media sharing, or if you want to send out an external newsletter, people can click into your topic page from this. You can also make it visible to only you and the colleagues that you've given access to, and I'll show you how to do that. You can also invite in other users within the space, so some of your colleagues, if you want to give them access to it, you can. Or you can create a password for the page, so they would have to have the password to access the content. So if you want to add co-curators, we've got this team function here. And a co-curator basically means it would be a colleague who has another account on Scoop.it. If you add them as a co-curator, they will now have access to publishing your page. I've got several accounts in here, so I'm going to add one of my other accounts. Alright, so now other Gina has access to this page and she can publish there as well. Your topic page also receives analytics. So you can here look at things like how many views your page is getting, how many visitors are coming in, how many scoops you've published, if people are reacting to it, if they're sharing it, if people follow you, and how many curators are publishing. We give you a quick graph for all of these things. We just created this page, so there's not too much to look at right now. We'll show you views and visitors over time compared to how much you've been publishing. You can also look at each scoop you've done individually, and you can see how it performed. And if you do have multiple curators, like we do here, you can see what each person has been publishing. Now we also have a few options to integrate your topic into a different site. So if you, for instance, have a WordPress blog, you can connect your Scoop.it topic to WordPress so that whenever you publish to Scoop.it, it would get shared to WordPress as a blog post. We also have a very simple embed code that would just copy-paste content into your site. And so this is just a very simple HTML code, and the content would be displayed like this. You can import this into any page in your site that you want to. So you can also add social networks to your account. This is usually deactivated on private pages, so your page would have to be public to enable social sharing. But if you want to, you can add like a Twitter account or a LinkedIn account, and that would mean every time you publish something in Scoop.it, you could also publish it through a social network. And so you may have noticed in our suggestion engine, when we publish something, there is a little option to share to social. Now we haven't connected any social networks here, so right now we can't publish, but if you do connect social networks, that option will show up right here. You can see it says add distribution channels, so you'll have the option to click a box for Twitter, click a box for LinkedIn, and this would share not only to your Scoop.it page, but also to those channels. So that's a quick introduction to getting started with Scoop.it Enterprise. There's a lot more features that we can show you, but we'll have more tutorials on each individual feature. So for now, please get started by creating a topic, making sure your login is accurate, making sure the search engine is up and running.